ongoing thing.
Hello everyone, welcome to Jobless Developer. So far we have covered what will be the course content and what an environment is and how to set up an IDE. Before we go to the further coding part, we need to understand the basic things such as what HTML is, what does it stand for, what is its extension and why is it used. So let's start with the basics of HTML and understand what it is before we write a piece of code. HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Let me give you an example before I explain why is it useful. If you want to construct a building, you need a solid foundation. You need a solid basement. If you don't have a basic basement, then you cannot elevate a building. You cannot create a building. You cannot start a building process because you know it's going to collapse. Same goes in the process of web development. If you want to create a website, you need to start with the HTML. Remember in our first video when you guys have unleashed your inner Sherlock and found out few things such as called as elements. For example, when we take a look at the Google page here, we found out about the few links, buttons, images and text box, right? So all these things are being displayed with the help of HTML. If you don't have a proper elements which are being displayed on the website, you cannot add styles for them and you cannot interact with them. There will be no website at all. So first thing is you need to understand the basic things, how to display the elements. So now that you got to know that HTML is used to display the elements onto the website, next we need to understand what will be its extension. If you see a document file, Word document, then its extension will be .doc. Whereas if you take a case of a text file, its extension will be .txt. Same goes with the HTML. Its extension will be .html instead. It's easy to understand. Your computer or your PC will understand the file depending upon its extension. If it is a .html, it will understand that it is something related to web development. Now that we got to know what HTML is, why do we use that for, we need to understand what do we need to write in this. Of course, we will write the elements. Elements are nothing but the element tag. Elements are being displayed onto the website using element tags. And how do you do the element tags? Let's go with the language and select the HTML here. So if you want to display an image onto a screen, if you want to display a website onto a screen, there will be some tag associated to image. It's called as a img tag. See, as soon as I press img, I got help, right? This is the advantage of using IDE. Same goes with all the other tags. If I want to create a paragraph tag, then I'll go with a paragraph tag. Same goes like that. So for every element that are being displayed onto the screen, there is an associated tag with it. So if you use that tag, the web browser will understand what element are being displayed over there. Now that you understood one more thing, that is browser just understands HTML. In order to display the content onto the browser, you need HTML. As a developer, our responsibility is to develop the content and display the content onto the browser. Just like the Google, to display the content onto the browser. We say to the browser via HTML language that I need these things to be displayed on my website. I need the location to be at their places. Before we go in detail and explore the content in HTML and learn more about the tags or the elements, we need to first understand the HTML structure. Let's go with the basics again. So, let's take a human body as an example. Human body consists of two main parts. One is head which has all the inbuilt things. It will get all the information and store in head. And the second thing comes body, which performs operations. Same like that, even a web page or a website is divided into two parts in a HTML programming. So whenever you start this one, HTML, whenever you create in a HTML language, it consists of two parts. First one will be the head and second one will be the body. So what is a head tag? All the things which are within these type of braces, it's called as a tag. This thing alone is called head tag. If it is separate without head, you see the text color just got changed. It's being said that this is said to be as a tag. Now that you got to know how to define a tag, we'll then see what kind of information are being stored in this. In the head tag, we will store all the information regarding the configuration. All the configuration information are being represented in the head tag. What do you mean by configuration information? Configuration information as in if you want to display a title of the web page. So you'll say that in head tag that my title should be this. Or if you want to connect a file which is having a set of rules for all the styles on the website. If you want to connect a CSS file, if you want to connect a metadata, all those things, all the configuration related things are to be mentioned in the head section. This will be called as a section where, for example, if you are opening a head tag and you close a head tag by using slash, so between these two things, whatever piece of code you write, it is considered as they are being placed between the head section, in the head section. Whatever documents or whatever lines you write in here, all the piece of code will be the configuration information. So if you are trying to use something for, say, if I want to use a file which is having all the animations related to part, then I will mention that file, the source of the file here. Then it will take all the information from there and it will execute it here. You don't have to specifically mention that in the file. Rather than you can use the existing functionalities from other file and use it in the configuration part. Now that you got to know what head does, we will go to what body does. If you want to display content on a website, if I want to display a link, a button, a text box, or an image, whatever it is, if I want to display something onto a website, it should be within the body tag. Just like we open and close a head section, same we do is we open and close the body section. And all the things which are written in between the body section, opening and closing tag, they will be displayed onto the website. So far, what we learned is what HTML is, and the second thing is the browser understands a single language, which is nothing but the HTML. And HTML structure consists of two main tags. The two major tags are head and body. All the head consists of configuration related code, whereas all the body consists of the elements that are to be displayed onto the web page. Now that you have understood what HTML is and what its structure, we will now jump on to the next video where we will start with a few basic elements and learn more in detail about HTML programming scripting language. Thank you.